so on this short video, I'm going to be doing an updated review for my Thoma. He's a C6 Thoma now, so it's been a while since I updated him. I haven't rebuilt him until for this video purpose because I got him C6, so then I decided to go ahead and rebuild him. Normally I wasn't going to, as I said in previous videos recently, but because I did recently pull on the current banners out of boredom, really, a few days ago, maybe like a couple days ago, I got him C6, and I'll be transparent here. I also got Shikinoy and Hazo to C6 as well. So anyway, I don't think I'm going to be doing an updated review for Hazo because I just did one for C0 of him, and even then I already had C1 of him, and he's pretty good at C0, so I stand by that review. But from a C6 perspective, maybe I'll do some other kind of quick video content for Shikinoy and Hazo, so stay tuned for that. But this video is to focus on Thoma, so let's just quickly go through it really quickly because I don't think he's a very popular or useful character, to be very honest, but he's a good early game pyro shielder and support character. So this is my current build for him. I've updated and changed his pieces around since the last time, which was a long time ago. So I decided to just do that. He is still currently on the current banners. So yeah, for him, your focus should not be anything crit related because you're not going to bother with that. You should just focus on energy and HP basically, and maybe elemental mastery. So I've given him the Katane Cross Spear, which is a craftable Inazuma spear. This is not going to be the best for him, or let me rephrase. This is not going to be the best spear for anyone else but him. That's what I meant. Because, let's just quickly go through it. You will not give him a 5-star weapon. Trust me, you won't bother. You could, but you should not, because he's not going to be a character that is worth giving a 5-star polearm to, so I'm going to skip that. You would not give him the catch because, again, this is better used on other characters. So let's just go through all the other foes quickly, polearms quickly, because you would not give him anything else. You would possibly give him a Favonius Lance, only if you have crit rate high so that you can get constant crit hits to generate more energy for your team. If you're not going to build him for crit, which I did not, then you should skip the Favonius Lance. Death Match, you should skip for him. You don't need crit for him. Blackcliff Pulse, skip for him. Crescent Pike Physical Damage, you're going to skip that for him. Prototype Star Glitter, this is an okay one, because after using his elemental skill to create a small shield, you can then do increased damage for normal and charge attacks. However, you won't be doing that because you're probably just going to use him as a shield character, maybe some pyro application, and then swap him out. So you wouldn't even use him for his normal and charge attack. So that's why this is okay only, but not his best. Dragon Sign Spear, another physical damage one, we can just skip that. This is a 5-star spear, we'll skip that. And then Lithic, he's not from Liyue, he won't get the passive, so really no point. Dragon's Bane is okay. It's Elemental Mastery, and it is a Pyro passive, so that is okay. So this is not a bad weapon for him, this one. However, I chose to give him the Katane Spear, because the Katane Spear says it increases the elemental skill damage, which is his little shield that pulses, and then there is some energy loss and then energy gain, basically, so that's all that it is. It's an energy elemental mastery type of spear, so I figured why not, right? And then secondly, artifact-wise, I rebuilt him from the previous time. I've given him 2-piece tenacity. His best in slot is actually a 4-piece tenacity, because as you can see on the bottom, when you give him a 4-piece, when his elemental skill hits an opponent, then the attack of all your nearby party members is increased, and the shield strength is also increased, etc., etc. So that will be his best. However, I did not refarm that domain just to get him 4 pieces, so I left it. And based on the pieces that I do currently own, I only have enough to make a 2-piece set work for him. So that's what I'm doing. So with my remaining 2 pieces, I gave him what I had left over that other characters weren't really using that had some HP on there. So as you can see, this is an HP main stat emblem piece for energy, of course. This is an HP main stat Wanderer's piece I just had, and then this one is another HP piece just to create the emblem set, that no one else was using. I know that there is some crit and stats on there, but then regardless, he won't really use it. It's really just for the HP. Some of these pieces were around 16 or whatnot, and I just had to level them up to 20 just to make him a little more beefier for his HP. Constellation-wise, I did go get him to C6 finally, so not because I did it on his original debut or any reruns that he had. I just happened to pull on this Kazuha banner because I was actually trying to go to get more Kazuha Constellations. More on that in a future video. But here, basically, C1 basically allows his barrier, his E, to have a cooldown decrease. This one just allows his burst duration to be increased. This is +3 levels for his E skill. This one is for his energy to be restored for his burst. This one increases the level of his burst by three. And this last one is whenever a barrier is obtained or refreshed, the damage dealt by all party members, normal charge, and plunging attacks is increased by 15%. So that's a nice buff for your team. So that's okay, right? Talent-wise, I did bring him up finally to 666 at least. I think I left him at 666 actually. I don't remember what I did before. But anyway, I didn't bother bring him up further because with C6, these two are automatically bumped up and then no point in building the normal attack. This is his skill, obviously. It creates the shield, if anyone is curious. And this one is another one that creates an extra shield, but also shoots out flames a little bit. This one is a passive that will increase his shield strength. This one will allow him to just increase damage based on his HP, hence stacking his HP is preferred. This is just a fishing passive. Okay, he'll work well with most teams, so that's okay. At least PYRO is a very universal one that will create reactions and works well with others, so that's fine. In this example, I'm gonna team him up with Klee and with Yelan and Shikanoy and Hazel because they are well, not excluding Yelan, the others are all part of the current banners. I'm actually going to swap out Hazel and I'm going to put in Kazuha instead because Kazuha gets to benefit from the plunging. So yeah, let's just get to it. So normally I would have a Zhongli here, but here we're going to test out using his shield instead. So as you can see, the damage is minimal, so there's really no point. You'd probably want to bring in Klee for the purpose of breaking the shield, also because she's cute, right? And then, like, you can do this, but then really I'm going to combine it with hers and just see if I can do some reactions. Really, there isn't much. It's just very minor, as you can see, but there is some damage. Mostly it's because she's strong, right, from her arrows. But, like, yeah, as you can see, he's not the greatest, but, like, he's a nice, okay early game support. I can see why most people have skipped him, obviously, and I don't recommend really going too hard on building this or, you know, building him unless you're an early game or free-to-play player who doesn't have all the other characters yet. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm sure you can make him really strong too. But I would just say, like, he is not a preferred character to have, especially he'll be more like a placeholder in early game, and then you replace him with a better character later. So anyway, I just wanted to share my updated C6 Thoma review, and hopefully you found that helpful or interesting and whatnot. I don't know what you guys think about him, but let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next